welcome to the Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. And guess what? We're 48 weeks into this dang thing. We're on the last disc. We're almost done. The movie I watched today was called Death Machines from 1976. I've seen the poster of this movie since I was a kid. I've always wanted to see it just because the poster looks really cool. And I gotta say, from the poster and the movie, the poster does not represent the movie really in any means whatsoever. The poster makes me think of something like The Keep or even Soylent Green with the teeth crushing the people. But it's really nothing like that. It's more of like your standard like cheapo kung fu movie. That's really what I would describe it. A lot of like corporate politics, a lot of like embezzlement and like holding people at gunpoint. A large chunk of this movie is just cops talking in rooms. It's not to say that the whole movie is like that. Just a lot of it is, but the action scenes are pretty decent. I think my favorite action scene is everyone's kung fu fighting, and then finally just one guy just pulls out a gun and kills everybody. Like it's so matter of fact. And the plot of this movie, I was a little confused early on, so I did Google it, and the plot synopsis is that a member of the Yakuza, this Yakuza lady, injects these 3 assassins with this drug that basically turns them into zombies. I have to say that synopsis is pretty much incorrect. She does inject these assassins with a super soldier serum, but it doesn't really turn them into zombies. It makes them impervious to bullets unless you shoot them in the head. And I think that's where the synopsis comes from. But that's the main premise of the movie. And most of the movie is them trying to get these assassins. One of the things I really liked about this movie, and I really like this about 70s movies in particular, I don't see this in modern movies anymore, but there's like little character moments. And I swear, I don't see that in movies nowadays. Not even in like the little indie flicks. Maybe I'm just watching the wrong movies, but I really liked these moments where they don't further the plot, but they further the characters. Or they just have little memorable moments. I was thinking about this because I just watched Jurassic Park for the first time in years. And there's so many little moments in that don't further the plot at all, but they further the characters. Like little moments that just stick out in your mind. Like when they're going down in the helicopter and he's got 2 wrong ends on his seatbelt. That doesn't further the plot, but it makes that character more endearing. And one of the scenes in this movie, one of the assassins escapes from police custody and he's hiding out in a little mom and pop diner. The owner of the diner sees this guy super disheveled. He sees he's got a gash on his head, and the diner guy comes up and he gives him a hamburger and a glass of water. And he says, "Hey, there's no charge for this. You seem like you're down on your luck, and I just want to pay it forward." And he starts talking to this assassin about God, and he's like, "If you ever need any help, we're closed, just come around back. We live here. If you need any help, we'll help you out." And it's just like, it's such a quaint little scene because it feels real. I've seen these people in real life. And I don't know, it was one of the more standout moments in this movie. And this is an action movie with a lot of violence in it, a lot of violence and nudity. And for some reason, this one scene really stuck out to me. It was one of my favorite scenes in the movie. This movie also, like, the ending of it really does remind me of like a haunted house flick. Because they go to the place where the assassins are, and the Yakuza lady is like there's jump scares with her coming out of like walls and stuff, and that's pretty fun. The whole movie is pretty fun for the most part. I would recommend this one. It did feel long to me, but that's also because I just watched just a crap ton of these cheap sci-fi movies, so it probably wouldn't feel that long to you. But I enjoyed this one. It would be a recommendation. I don't think it quite lives up to how awesome the poster is, but it is a fun movie, and I would recommend it. This isn't a spoiler for the end or anything, but the ending of the movie ends on a freeze frame, and you think that the credits would roll, But it doesn't. It just sits on that freeze frame for like 2 minutes, and then it fades to black, and the music continues, but no credits. It's super weird. Oh, that reminds me. 58 movies into this box set, and I finally get to the movie where the music for the main menu of this set comes from. I think it's burned into my brain, this music from the main menu, because I've listened to it for the past several months. That music comes from this movie, and I was like, okay, now I know. But yeah, that's it for now. I shall see you next time. Remember, please be kind and rewind.